Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 11th episode of my first Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series I'm playing as the Frostling Necromancer Draezad Doomgaze. So let's recap what happened in the last episode. So we were able to successfully strike back against our final remaining opponent, Baradir the Bald, the Dwarf Warlord. We repelled some of his attacks, and we were able to actually take out one of his cities and capture it. That was kind of where we left off last time. Now, I had set it to migrating to Frostling, but I think on further review, I've thought about this decision a little bit, and I think I'd actually like to raise the city. And this is partially coming as a, on the advice of one of the from one of the comments on the video, I should say, in the previous couple episodes. That's coming from ZShoot84 once again, and he actually had a couple of great pieces of advice. One of them was kind of this sort of slash and burn playstyle at certain points in the game, where if you don't have the ability to kind of defend all your territory, rather than try and stretch yourself so thin, you can actually raise some of the cities and kind of render it useless to your opponent, so then they can't just take it from you and then start pumping out things against you or whatever. So that's a strategy I'm going to employ here, because I don't really want to have to babysit these cities as I'm converting them. I'd like to just kind of destroy them and hunt around for the throne city here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've got this one set to destroy, so I can babysit it for 2 turns while it's waiting to be destroyed, and then in the meantime, once it's done, I can move on and start taking out each of his cities one by one until eventually I've kind of whittled him down to nothing. And that's, I think, going to be the plan. ZShoot also had a good point about letting the AI kind of build up, and this is something I've always tried to do when I play against the Emperor AI, is to really not let them get momentum, because the way that the Emperor AI kind of functions, it once it gets going, it picks up momentum, and it'll just start outpacing you, the player, even if you're a really accomplished player, which I wouldn't really consider myself to be. So just something to keep in mind, that when you're facing the Emperor AI, time is not your friend. You really got to be quick. You got to strike hard, strike fast, sort of no mercy, sir, right? But anyway, so that was some really good advice from ZShoot, and something I'm going to implement here. And I've already kind of been trying to. I got a little greedy in terms of the expansion. I was focused more on that maybe than I should have been, and that's what allowed Baradir to take advantage of my weakness. So fortunately, nothing too crazy was lost, and I was able to strike back. So anyway, let's get back to the action here. So we're on turn 46, and we've kind of got Baradir on the ropes at this point. So I'd like to see if I can kind of deliver the final blow here. But before we do that, let's kind of take stock of what we got for armies coming in. So last game, we uncovered a portal here to the underground. So I'm going to start sending any units in the vicinity to that, just so I can start whittling down his cities and trying to hunt down his throne, essentially. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see who I want in this stack here. So Sundrin is going to be able to basically, I think we're just going to take this whole thing, honestly. Yeah, we're going to just take this whole unit with Sundrin, and we'll leave this little Frostling here as a guard. I think at this point I'm going to get really aggressive. I'm just going to start sending all of my units really, really aggressively towards Baradir's domain, leaving not an inconsequential guard, but nothing crazy. The only exception is going to be over here with Sheila and her stack, because again, I can use them to kind of bolster my economy just a little bit, because she's kind of so far out of the action that it actually makes more sense for me to use her as a conquering unit to kind of come in and again reclaim or claim some cities for me. Oh, excuse me there. Just going to take a quick drink here. So, all right. let's see kind of what we want to do here. So again, we've moved her in. We're going to clear out this crystal tree and then move down to the Sphinx Temple for some extra loot and gold and whatnot. In terms of our other units that can move, let's go down to south here. So Baradir had brought his forces in, and he's actually, you can see here, he's dread sieging me. But he ended up actually retreating, and I think probably what happened is I had just enough units here to kind of dissuade him from attacking. Honestly, I think this tier 3 Ghoul Ogre was probably what tipped the scale in my favor in that respect. And then I think the other thing is he saw Wozniak coming in here from the water and realized that obviously he had left his city poorly defended, and I was able to take advantage. So anyway, let's see here. I would like to disjunct this eventually, but I kind of want Entwined by Shadows popping out first. So in the meantime here, let's just kind of see what we can do with this city. Let's start a barracks just so that we have the option to make more units there if need be. So this is our Shadow Elf city in the Shadow Realm here. We'll start an Embalmer's Guild. Here we go. This is Grelka's former throne city. I'm going to start doing Embalmer's Guild, and then I'll be able to produce units that are embalmed and a little stronger here. And obviously we've got a lot of options for, we can even make shock troopers, which would be pretty incredible coming out of there if we need them. Let's go back to Elrafan here. So I think Elrafan, it would be nice to have another unit here. Maybe we'll just make, do we have, yeah, don't have quite enough cash. Now let's see if we have any other units that still need to move. I think everybody else is pretty much moved. This unit hasn't. Right, and we were kind of going to create a little unit here. Well, on their way underground, why don't we initiate a combat here? I think we can win this battle without too much trouble. Of course, famous last words, right? But let's see if we can take this out. This definitely won't be an easy battle, but we'll rely pretty heavily on our big beetle there. Some pesky humans we got to take out here. So we'll throw Frozen Flames on. I think we'll move the Grunt in this way. And I really don't want my big beetle getting in there too kind of overexposed. So I think what we'll do, we'll throw the curse on the Outrider. It might be nice to take advantage of that charge, but again, I don't really want to risk overexposure. So I think we'll do this and force them to sort of come to me. Ouch. Boy, that lifesteal is just fantastic. I really don't want to lose this big beetle, so might be kind of nice to actually come around here for a nice flanking attack. There we go. I think we'll be okay now. Oh, and I didn't realize they had sprint, but that's okay. This is one of those units introduced by the mod. It's a human outrider. They're kind of like almost like an irregular cavalry unit sort of thing. And I think they can also evolve just like the standard cavalry. I think they can, yeah, they can evolve into a knight as well. Let's see. So our units are a little beat up, so maybe let's heal them here if possible. Yeah, we'll come drop a heal just to make sure everybody's nice and healthy, and then we'll finish them off. There we go. I don't think that's going to net us any gold necessarily, but I think we got some race experience there, which is always nice. There we go. Oh, and that actually got us enough for a level up. So we can upgrade our Mammoth Riders or upgrade our Temples. I think we'll upgrade our Temples. Although, I mean, quite frankly, we don't really need it, but... Okay, so, yeah, for Elrafan, I think we'll make an Initiate. And that should do it kind of for our production for this turn, so I think we'll Do the old merchandise treatment here. So this is excellent. We now have this additional fort here, which is going to give us, again, 20 extra gold per turn. Let's see, where else can we... Is there anywhere else that looks kind of juicy for making a fort, maybe? I'm just taking a quick peek. I think we'll take advantage here of the haste berries and just kind of keep trucking this way. Let's see. Suppose we could incorporate maybe right here and get research. Let's see, is that close enough? If we built it there, I think that would be... Incorporate research and some money and mana and knowledge. So that would actually be alright. Putting it right in between these two, although I don't think... So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it wouldn't quite fit. So we wouldn't be able to get both of those structures, unfortunately. But anyway, I'll keep moving that builder around till I find a spot to maybe throw another one of those that's going to be acceptable. So again, I think I'm going to just babysit this city here for defense. Right, we're bringing this city back after clearing out that gold mine. So that's good. We'll sit this unit down. These guys were, again, heading there. And that should do it for our turn. So let's end our turn. We'll see what Baradir does. Oh, and it looks like, yep, he's popping out. Oh, and it's actually him. Okay, well, some action on the home front. We're going to have to deal with this, that's for sure. So one thing we're definitely going to want to do is get Melnath over there ASAP. Now, so we'll have to decide how we're going to best defend against this. This tier 3 unit is going to be the issue, although we should be able to deal with this. How many turns to get there? 2. Oh boy. The dragons aren't too happy me being in their domain. Well, they're going to have to chill for now. Well, I can send this unit down to start harassing. That would be kind of nice. Alright, let's deal with a few things here. So, we got the crossbow for Draezad there. We got new research to do. Let's see. You know, Rotten Wall might be kind of nice if he's going to try and siege any of my cities here. Although, again, I'm not really needing Phylactery, but it'll give me whatever the next Empire upgrade would be for Necromancer, if I complete this potentially. Dark Gift is actually kind of nice, so you know what, let's do that one. Okay, and we were able to use Animate Ruins on this city, so this city is now back in our control, which is quite nice. Alright, so let's move some of our units around to get some extra gold. Let's see what's going on underground. So, okay, so he hasn't come back to this city at all, which I find kind of interesting. I really thought he was going to come back for this city. Okay, so he's got a pretty big army defending here and a lot of tier 3 units, so that's going to be a challenging siege here for sure. So, you know what? Maybe we'll play this a little bit risky because I don't see anybody in the terrain of this city, so I'm actually going to start sending Wozniak over. We'll leave the big spider there. I mean, he's probably not going to be able to get there if I can't see him. So I'm gonna risk that. That's going to be a bit of a gamble. So we're just gonna bring all 3 of these units in and siege this city next. And again, we're gonna probably raise it, quite frankly. Nope, can't quite get there in one turn, and I don't want to leave the city undefended, so we won't worry too much. So our Shadow Realm cities we're not really gonna worry too much about. Alright, so let's see if we can kind of get some resources here. We'll take out these guys, and then the thing I'm really after is that Sphinx Temple there. So this is... Okay, so we don't want to really cast any spells, basically. Let's start taking out these Phantasm Warriors here. Oof, that conjunction makes that fire damage insane. No matter though. Let's get a nice big heal. And then we're actually gonna come in here and just try and grab a quick... Oh, immune. Well, worth a try, as always. Let's get some magic damage on these guys. Get cadavers involved. Get the finish. There we go. So that drummed up. Ooh, a gold wyvern egg. Well, it's going to take 10 turns. I suspect this game may be over by then, so I think we're going to sell it. And look at that. We have a lot of income now, which is excellent. And this unit is now going to attack here. So this again could be a somewhat challenging battle just because we've got some pretty strong units, and then this darn immolation is going to kind of pester us while we're doing this, but I think we'll be alright. First thing I'm going to do is drop Frozen Flames on my Node Serpent, because the Node Serpent's going to have to do, I think, a lot of the heavy lifting in this battle. Let's see if we can maybe throw a curse on somebody. I would like to Ghoul Curse this Watcher. I really like them as a unit. I think they're kind of neat. So let's heal our Mammoth Rider because he's going to have to do some tanking as well, I think. So I'm going to get Sun Disked. Yeah, there we go. Of course, I have to watch out for all that fire damage, but my units are so strong, I'm not really that concerned, to be completely honest. Take this Sphinx out. That's a big unit out of the way. And then charge my cadavers in. Hit the Sun Guard a bit. So then the question is now, who do I charge into? If I hit the Mystics and don't kill them, they're probably going to just turn into Panthers. So maybe I'll charge into the Watcher. Again, if I don't end up Ghoul Cursing him, oh well. Now, Sheila does have Undying. We'll just confirm that. Sheila has Undying, so I could get real risky and run in and try and do something fancy. The only problem is, if she goes down, she loses all her abilities. Now, fortunately, this Reanimator could come in and save my Mammoth Rider, which is most likely going to die. So maybe we'll do that. You know what? Let's YOLO it here a little bit. No such luck. That's okay. So now, if Sheila goes down, that's okay. Well, okay. Looks like they're going to focus most of their efforts on the Mammoth. That's just fine. Use our little cadavers to get a kill. Now, I think we're actually going to bring our Reanimator in to do the revive there. Now, we need to help out our hero. So we are going to sprint in behind here. Get the nice kill. And then, you know, we could... Let's see, how would we do here if we fight the Watcher? The Watcher's gonna... Oh, here we go. We can do this. There we go. Now we can kill the Watcher. Perfect. Oh, you poor Mammoth. You're just getting beat up. But, once again, we can revive, so not a big deal. Drop a nice flank attack there. do some more damage. And there we go. See, once you're able to revive your units, it just changes the game so much, I find. Oh, wow. I actually want to keep this despite the gold, so I'm actually going to do that just for the research, I think, in particular. There we go. That's a nice usable item, Frost Breath. So we actually finished our research, so now it's the next thing. Arc of Death. Not particularly interested in that one. Might be nice just to have some more casting points, so why don't we do that? Okay, so that does it for Sheila. It's nice to have that extra income, so now we can focus on if any cities need, like for example here, what do we want to build? Try to improve our odds in this upcoming fight. You know, it might be nice just to have that stone wall, frankly. I think maybe we'll do that, because I mean, our units aren't very good, but we don't really have the ability to make any other super incredible units. So why don't we do a stone wall? Yeah, it's still going to take them 2 turns to get there, and we don't want to leave our throne city hanging, so I think what we'll do here... Why don't we make... What do we have for units here? We got... Okay, so we need a... Let's make a Mammoth Rider. There we go. Just to provide some more protection. It's the only other city in this kind of region that... I think we'll also send this unit down, actually. I'm not too concerned about them. I don't think they're going to be at any real risk of attack, so... I mean, if he attacks them, they're going to take some massive damage. His army will take some massive damage, so not too concerned. So Draezad, I think... So if he came up that through there... I'm wondering if maybe there's another city somewhere around here? No, I think it was just that army was in between, so... I don't think we have to worry about there being a city down there. I think Draezad, I'm actually still going to send north over to this here. And you know what? We're going to actually forego doing any other battling with Draezad. We're just going to send him straight there to try and go for the cities. So again, this is so far outside of the combat zone that we're not really going to be needing to produce anything over there, I don't think. Yeah, I think we're just gonna worry about our merchandise at this point. Although it might be nice to have a little bit more defense at these cities here. Also might be nice to get a little bit of view here just to see what's going on. So maybe we'll build... Yeah, we'll build a Stormbow. Especially after that one Stormbow took out that dragon, that undead dragon a few episodes back. I still can't get over how lucky that was. And to answer Z-Shoot's question, no, I haven't bought my lottery ticket yet, although I probably should have, right? Although I guess probably the moment's passed. I'm normally not really a gambling man, but boy oh boy, after that it makes you think. Okay, we'll send Sundrin down, we'll take this out, just to get some vision. And then we'll send that other army. Oh, I can only hit the one. Alright, we'll just take them all that way then. I'm expecting a pounce. There we are. Let's go with that assassin strike. There we are. Nice. A little bit of experience for our Earth Elemental. Okay. So once again, I think we're basically going to head down there. So why don't we basically just go for this road? And you know what? While we're here, let's see if we can grab that carrion bird with Sundren. Just get one more unit in this little stack. Let's take out some of these crows here. And again, we'll pull Sundren back just because I don't want her getting killed. There we go. I love how that thing just uses a punch, the Earth Elemental. Oh, and there we go, we made a friend. Again, Sundren was able to do that because of the item she's holding that allows for her to use Control Undead. So there we go, we just basically just got a free unit for Sundren's army there. Or even just, we could go grab that gold if we wanted or something. Oh, and look at this. I didn't even see that. There's an underground entrance right here. Well, dang. Alright, we'll just push for that. Can't believe I didn't see that initially. Okay, we'll just head down there. That'll be where we go next. I'm sure if any of you are watching, you were probably screaming at me, Craig, there's one right there. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to head. Boy, I'm kind of lucky Baradir didn't. Actually, this may be where he popped up to come and attack right here. But he could have really rampaged through my domain. So now he's probably going to bring the pain to this city here, I'm suspecting. So Elrafon will just throw in merchandise mode. Same for Tiz. Newly acquired city over there. Diascana is nicely defended with 6 units. So what about our builder here? Boy, at this point for our builder, I don't know if there's really much for him to do. And the investment versus the amount I'm going to get out of it, I'm not sure if it's really worth. We'll send him up to the Giants. Okay, so now we've got our units down here to just kind of make sure we've got them doing what they need to, so we'll tell them to just chill out until Wozek gets in there to help. And we're going to end our turn, so let's keep an eye on what Baradir does here. I'm expecting he may end up attacking the city, but I guess we'll have to see. Oh boy, look at this. Oh, and that city is 100% going to die, so we're just going to auto-combat that. Yep. That's totally okay. We're going to cast that spell, so that is a nice spell. All friendly dedicated to evil units gain +1 resistance, +20% spirit protection, and really nice is this +2 shock damage. That's just fantastic. Really like that spell. Okay, domain invasion. Yep, that was the city that got taken. Okay, so this is the thing that we really don't want to happen here, is that Baradir is now producing tier 4 units. He's the first one to technically produce one, even though I've had tier 4 units for quite a while, but I didn't technically produce them. They were the result of my acquisition strategy. Let's do Rotten Wall. Actually, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so we really gotta get aggressive with him and take out his cities pronto. Looks like he has another one up here as well. So why don't we... Okay, so this city is now sieged, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's get this spider up there and just kind of scout with it a little bit. Okay. So let's see, what's he got going on here? So he's got patrol, a number of tier 2 units and tier 1. And then there's his leader. So yeah, he's going to be quite the force to be reckoned with. I think we're actually going to bring Draezad down to kind of come fight him, frankly. Because not only am I going to have to kill his throne, I'm going to have to kill him as well. So... let's see, can we can't get anywhere close to our city. So maybe we'll retreat. Can he get into my city? Yeah, he can. So that unit's going to definitely siege the city, I think. So maybe we will run back to Draezad here. There we go. We'll make a harpoon thrower, I guess. So our capital here, we're going to just keep pumping out some units, I think. Again, production is not really my strong suit at this point. I'm not really built for it, but I think with our armies the way they are, I think we'll be just fine. So let's send Sundrin down here. Okay, and Sundrin is now going to be able to participate in this party if need be. Actually, you know what? That might free up. Wozniak could maybe head up and start getting towards this city even. That might be a smart move. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Because if we've got enough to siege the city without Wozniak coming in, this is a pretty tough city. We've got tier 3, strong tier 2, some trebuchets, more tier 3s. I've got kind of a mixed bag here of different units. A lot of tier 2s, some pretty good tier 3s here. And then of course I've got the dragon. Good wraith. Well, let's bring it in. And then we'll come on over like this and like this. You know what? Because Sundrin gives some abilities, it might actually be worth putting some units with Sundrin. So maybe we will move these two over, just to get a little bit of extra bonus from some of her. Let's see, because she has a few things that like poison knowledge, infiltration squad, so that'll help a little bit with those things. So now we just have to initiate the battle. I'm thinking we'll be all right. All right, let's do it. Let's siege this city. Let's see. Okay, we're getting a probable victory. This will be a tough battle, though, especially, again, I'm tempted to bring Wozniak in, but I think we'll be able to manage this, and then if I can get him north, that might speed up the hopeful defeat of Baradir here. Although I guess I gotta take one. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I gotta win this battle first, so let's focus on that. Okay, so we'll start sending our units pretty much straight up the gut here, Adam. Let's start kind of moving on in. Send our wraith right up here. So I'm actually gonna put frozen flames on these little guys and just send them in to climb over the wall. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start bringing everybody else in. Nobody's in range of that. Yeah, you know, if I don't play my cards right, this battle could go really poorly for me. The key is just going to be getting as many units into damaging range as possible, such that I can actually start hurting him. Let's see. Warbreed has regrowth, so I don't want to do anything to him yet. Maybe one of these I will light up the archers. Ooh, ouch. Taking some hits there. Yeah, these trebuchets are going to be kind of nasty. I suppose if this battle, you know, if I lose all my units, I can always send Wozniak in as well, although that would be pretty devastating, quite frankly. So, we're going to do something with our Wraith here. We're going to just throw them in defense mode, essentially. Come charging in at the gates. Unfortunately, his city, the walls regenerate. I think that applies to the gates as well. So I'm just gonna again keep moving my units in. Sundrin, she's used up her magic, so we'll kind of again keep her sort of in reserve, I think. Get our Earth Elemental in there. Get our Spider up on the wall. And then I think we'll throw our Dragon up there. And then we'll get our Yeti up on the wall as well. So we'll get our Priest in there. Try cursing one of these Phalanx units. Oof. Gosh, that's not fun. Those Wraith are going to really have to do some work. Fortunately, they're drawing a lot of the aggro, which is fantastic. Start taking out his units basically here. Boy, his units are strong. Yeah, there we go. Get some nice damage. Gosh, look at how strong that frickin' Tiger unit is. My goodness. It's just able to resist all that damage. Alright, time to start wailing on these Phalanx units here. Grunt's gonna get up on the wall. You know what? I kind of want to just kill off this Tiger, to be honest with you. Just get it out of the way. Boy, this battle's going a little more sideways than I was kind of hoping it to. Dragon's gonna probably get killed here. Ouch. That's alright, Sundrin can deal with that. Warbreed, I think, especially with Assassin Strike. This is a really good attack. There we go. Okay, things are looking up here. I think we're doing alright. Let's see what else we've got here. So, alright, we've really got to work on these. Well, I wonder if Entangling Touch, not very good chance, so we won't use it. Light him up here. There we go. Got our Grunts in there. Let's take out the Trebuchet. And we'll actually see, can we web these Phalanx? Not quite. Our Wraith has already done everything it can. Let's take out these Phalanx. There we go. Okay, at this point things are going pretty well. I think we can start kind of wrapping this battle up. So let's see what we've got here. So Sundrin's kind of beat up, but she's okay. finish off this mounted archer. And then really all that's left at this point is Trebuchet. So there we go. That's one more of his cities that we've taken. And this time, once again, I think we're just going to raise it. Okay, so Sundrin has leveled up. So let's just take a peek at what we can give her. You know, Charm might be kind of nice. See if we can charm one of his units. I think we'll just take that. Might be useful in a battle. Okay, so let's take the city. There we go. So now the question, do we want to keep it or do we want to raise it? And I am going to raise it. So that city's raised. Now, because we didn't send Wozek in there to partake in this battle, which I think was a good choice in the end, we can send him up and see what... Now this is looking like maybe a throne city just based on the... Yep. Okay, so we found his throne city, so let's really press now. We're going to send all of our units up that way. I think is going to be the plan here. We're just going to send everybody north to take out his throne. Let's go back to South here. So I think South we're just going to do merchandise for now. We'll just, again, we'll set... Actually, yeah, we'll set most of our cities to merchandise because, again, I think we've got him almost where we want him here. I mean, he's a little bit close to my throne, but I think we'll be all right. I think I'm able to basically pin him in and take his city here, and that'll be all she wrote. So, but of course that's easier said than done, so let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I really like these Stormbow units. Oh right, and I almost forgot about Sheila over here. Let's check out this. Oh, it's probably going to just point us to the city right here, but let's check it and see what it does. Oh, it's pointing us to a city underground. Okay. We could take out this Watcher here. That might be kind of nice. Get some extra research potentially. We can also try and recruit that Watcher. Once again, they make pretty good units. Frozen Flamesing up, and we're going to just charge right in. Try for the curse. Ooh, and we were lucky enough to get it, which means we may have a slightly better chance at getting our ghoul curse. Oh, and they failed to dispel the curse, which is even better for us. Now let's start wailing on these shock serpents. There we go. Let's charge right in. 26%, not a great chance. And immune, as we probably figured that was going to happen, but that's alright. There we go. There we go. And then let's just heal up our boy here. We'll drop a heal on our White Witch as well. There we go. And we will basically just come in. Let's take out the Shock Serpent. Teleport in behind. Try a Ghoul Curse and fail. That's alright. And then finish them off. And there we go, some extra research, always nice. Just helps speed up our development here. And we can also take out this trading post, and here we go. We could try and get our first tier 3 Ice Queen, which we've, as Frostlings, you think we should have had a long time ago, but again, I didn't prioritize production, I prioritized my ability to gather free units using the strategies you've kind of watched over the last few episodes. And Z-Shoot left a comment basically indicating that that was kind of an interesting playstyle in his opinion for a Necromancer. I sort of just kind of came up with it as I was playing. It just sort of seemed natural to me in that I'm very much a I guess I'm a little bit cheap, or cheap's maybe not the word, but frugal. Let's say frugal. I'm a frugal person, so if I don't have to, you know, put the money down into producing something, and I can get it another way that doesn't cost me, I like doing that. So for me, I like getting those units in the sort of, and I'm going to use air quotes, but free way of using Ghoul Curse or Greater Reanimate Undead, or in the case of like a Theocrat, you know, like Convert or something like that. I really like those abilities. I find them really fun to use in that they kind of give me like I'm getting a really good deal when I get the unit. And we were lucky, we got a Ghoul Curse there, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, enough of my musings. Let's focus on the battle here, because I don't want to make any silly decisions here while I'm ranting. So you can see those harpoon throwers have rooted our cavalry in place, and they've done it to our... Boy, they're getting some good rolls. They've done it to 2 of our units now, so we got to deal with that. That's okay. And we'll kill there, and we'll kill here as well. There we go. We're gonna sell. So these Ice Queens are nice as a support unit too, this is something that I should have taken advantage of while I was playing Necromancer, but because they're a support unit, they actually get Heal Undead, which makes them a really great unit when you're a Necromancer. That's part of why I like playing Frostlings, of course, but I just never really got to the point where I was producing them, which is okay. I think I'm actually, at this point in the game, I think I'm going to dismiss our builder. We don't really need him anymore. Although the upkeep is so cheap. Maybe we'll keep him just on the off chance of seeing maybe something. I'm still kind of looking around. Ooh, there was something there. Maybe we should have cleared that out. Oh, send him over here. Okay, so let's decide here what we're doing with this city. We've already decided we're raising it, but we want to basically just send our units north. Just, again, everybody's going north. We're going to head down south. I think we're going to just use this unit to scout and just essentially make sure... Ooh, that's a little scary. Necromantic Circle. Okay. We just want to make sure that Baradier doesn't have any cities up here, which I'm doubting that he would, but you never do know, so basically want to make sure that that's not the case. Okay. Now, do we want to be casting anything? I suppose we could start doing another Earth Elemental, because why not? Let's see what Baradier does, and here we go. I fully expect him to come siege my city, but I guess we'll see if he decides to or not. Oh, and look at this. Baradier has surrendered. I guess he... Well, before he surrenders, let's move in. Okay, so he had just started producing manticores. So I obviously... This must be his only city that he has left. He could have started pumping out these manticores, but I imagine his economy has been hampered so severely by me taking his 2 major cities here, I'm guessing, that he doesn't have the economy to basically support them. and he can see that I've got my strong units moving in here. I've got tier 4s, I've got Draezad coming in to basically deal with him. So, you know what? I don't blame him for surrendering. This would be a tough uphill battle, and I mean, look at my empire, pretty major. So, let's accept his surrender. Oh, Baradir, you poor little guy. Accepted. So there we go. In turn 49, I was victorious. So let's take a peek at the statistics here. So this definitely wasn't maybe the most glamorous game I've ever played, but hopefully it was an enjoyable one for you guys to watch. So let's take a look here, kind of just at the general statistics. So when we sort by score, Draezad clearly has the largest score by quite a bit. Sundrin, who I eliminated first, and Grelka shortly after. Baradir had about double their score, which again his game progressed quite a bit longer than theirs in terms of turns. Let's see. Okay, let's look at a few of these categories. So knowledge. Oh wow, so I actually wasn't doing so well in knowledge, although I suspect that I was making up for it potentially by the knowledge I was gaining. I'm assuming this is... Yeah, so this is produced knowledge. In the comments, if anybody knows, let me know if the knowledge that I was getting from raiding structures contributes to this or not. I suspect it probably doesn't, because if you were to incorporate that in, I was probably higher up. But when you look at this, I'm actually well below all the other players, even the 2 that I eliminated. When I did eliminate them, I was well below them. So the Emperor AI get a real boost to all their stuff. Let's look at domain. So I was actually well below all the AI until I basically, once these 2 kind of surrendered to me, then I started to really rapidly increase. Baradir, he started to do well, but I think this is probably right around where he took Radel from me here. And but he really didn't do so well in that domain as well. Let's look at military. Military is the one where I really, once, probably somewhere around here, I'm imagining I got my Greater Reanimate Undead and then Ghoul Curse, and shortly after my military just took off and never really looked back. So let's look at happiness. Well, I'm undead, so probably not going to be very happy. And we didn't play Seal's game, so we won't worry about that. So yeah, overall, not too bad. This was a really fun game. I actually really enjoyed it. And, you know, this kind of concludes my first Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. I hope you guys enjoyed the ride. I'm going to have more coming out very shortly. I haven't exactly decided what I'm going to be playing next, but when I do, I'm going to be producing similar videos, kind of in the same style. But you know, leave some comments down below if you're so inclined, and let me know what you thought of this first series. If you have any suggestions or things you'd like to see in subsequent playthroughs, let me know. Another big thing, and this is something I'm still kind of trying to decide, is, you know, would you like to see further or subsequent playthroughs here with city founding turned on, or would you like me to leave it off? I decided to turn it off because I kind of wanted to basically keep the game a little bit more simple for my first one, but the first series, I should say. But let me know if you think that would, you know, spice things up a bit. I think the AI actually likes to build cities, so maybe that'll give them a bit of an advantage. So I could do that to make it a bit harder. I can also play with some of the settings, like the defender strength of the treasure structures. I could, you know, do all kinds of different combinations. So let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. I'll probably keep things fairly standard otherwise, but yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see, just let me know. And so yeah, once again, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's been a blast playing as Draezad Doomgaze. We took out our opponents, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.